So here we are at NutriGardens, and now if you come over here to the slide area right here, and you highlight this area over here, you'll notice that now you're able to highlight, and you're actually able to copy this because now this is text. This is actually very highly formatted text. So we're going to come in here, and I'm going to show you exactly how this is formatted. This is done directly with code. There is no other way we can do that with the way this slider and stuff is configured. There's no other way we can do it except to do it with code. And so I'm going to show you exactly how to edit that code. It's actually very, very simple to edit. So I'm going to come in here to the dashboard, over here to slider, and open up our sliders. And you'll see we just have one, the NutriGardens juice pattern. Since we installed the SEO plugin, you'll see the SEO options right up here up top. And then right below that, right where it says custom fields, you'll see caption, and then you'll see value. You want to go ahead and I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to hit Control A and Control C, and I'm going to copy everything there. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up in my text editor here, and so I can take a look at what's going on. So here we have the Learn More button. If I come out over here, we can see that's this button right here. Then we have our what's called here our slider P, okay, which is given a class of slider paragraph, okay, and that is this right here. And then right above that, you'll see we have two lines, which represent this line and this line. And you'll see that they're formatted with a couple of different things. So one, they're given a P tag or a paragraph tag, and it's given a class of slider headline. Okay, this is done for each row. This is necessary and should be done for each row. The second row, in addition to that, is wrapped with small tags. These small tags make the second row's fonts a little bit smaller. Right now it's set to make it 67% of the size of the font up top. Now, you're going to notice that in addition to the paragraph tags and the small tags, you're going to notice in here are these span tags. They don't have a class on them or anything, and they're just wrapping single words. And if you'll look at these span tags, you'll notice that they represent these words that are green. So the only thing you have to do to make the font slightly larger, this uses, you'll notice the fonts are a little different. We had to do that for readability. It is the same style font. This is just a little bit thickness. The font will be green and will be slightly thicker when you put a span tag around the word. There should be no, when you put a span tag around a word, it should be only done for either one word, or if you do it for multiple words, that's fine. But make sure that there are no spaces between the span tag, between the beginning span tag and the ending span tag. And always remember in HTML, when ending a tag, you need to end it with a slash for whatever that tag is, and that lets the browser know that you've ended that tag. So as you can see, it's very, very easy to just come in here and replace the text in between these. You don't have to worry about writing new. But if, for instance, like I wanted to take vegetables and I wanted vegetables to stand out like juicing does, for instance, okay, I could just come in here and replace this, or come over here and add a span tag here, and then remember to add my closing span tag here. And now I can come in, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy these first two lines right here. And we can see this here. If you can't see everything, you can just, like this, just drag that down so you can go ahead and see everything in the text box. And I'm just going to go ahead and come in here and paste what I just did in. I'm going to update it. And now you'll see when we refresh the page out front here, now we're going to have vegetables is going to have the same green, slightly larger font that we had before. So I don't want that, though. I want to go back to the way that we had it before. So I'm going to go ahead and just come in here and just remove this closing span tag and this beginning span tag right there. Then I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste these. You can work with these directly here in the editor. There's no reason that you can't, as long as you feel comfortable enough doing that. We just have a tendency to, as developers, we have a tendency to pull the original code out, keep the original code, modify code, and then place it in case we need to go back. If there is, we have messed up the code in some way, shape, or form, something's wrong, then we can always go back and copy and paste in that original code. So that's just a good thing to do, and that's one of the reasons that we do all of this in a text editor as opposed to doing it directly here in the editor. So now when I come back over and I refresh the page, you'll notice that vegetables has gone back to being its normal size and its regular color. So anyway, that is how you change that. Just remember that anything that you want to be green with a slightly larger font, remember to place in a span tag. That will not work down here. Just to let you know, there's no CSS written that will help that will do that down here. That's not that will not happen down here. That will only happen up here in the with a paragraph that has the slider headline class attached to it. So anytime in any paragraph that has that inside of this Nevo slider, any paragraph that has that, and if there is a span tag surrounding a word or words, it will change that to be this style right here. Otherwise, it will be this style that you see right here. And then the second line, which gets wrapped in a small tag, everything right after the paragraph tag, you'll see here, everything is wrapped in a small tag, a beginning small tag, and an ending small tag for the second line. And that's what makes this font size a little bit smaller. It makes it roughly 67% of the font size above there. So anyway, that is overview of how you do that. If you have any questions or anything, just let us know.